about the restoration of Jerusalem. Yeah. How interesting. If we really read the passage of Scripture, how it parallels what's going on in the body of Christ.
Amen.
Because what is happening here is that leadership has turned to idolatry.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on here. Talk about that.
And they have begun to worship other gods.
Yes.
The God of self.
Yes.
Talk here.
And in the worship of this idolatry, because they are the leadership, so the leader does, so the people do.
Oh my God.
And because of this specific indictment against the church, and so we'll use today in terms of the church, because of the indictment against the leadership, God has said, I got to throw some stuff out.
Oh, hallelujah.
Because what you've been doing, it just ain't working.
This is good.
This message,
My God,
is predominantly prophetic in nature. Because it says to us in this building this afternoon that where we are, we cannot stay.
all right.
What we've been doing, we cannot continue to do.
Amen. Oh my God.
Where we've been going, we cannot continue in.
My Lord.
It is a prophetic message
Yes, Lord. Yes.
that says to us that there is a change coming. And we can either willingly change
That's it.
or he will overturn.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, God.
find it very interesting when we talk about the Levitical priesthood. I love the Old Testament. It's where you get so much meat from. You just really get into the mind and the heart of God, as it is the foreshadowing of things that was to come. It was very interesting to me how we latch to and hold on to a priesthood that God has done away with.
All right.
My.
How interesting that we maintain a line of priesthood that God has said, I overturn. Because if we follow the bloodline, we find ourselves not in the place of the Levitical priests, but in the order of Melchizedek.
Yeah. This is good.
Why? Because Jesus came after the order of Melchizedek.
Yes.
And we are heirs and joint heirs with Jesus.
Right.
So we are connected in the bloodline by Abraham through Jesus into adoption, and we are no longer simply Levites.
Help us today. All right.
But we are a royal priesthood.
That's it.
Now, historically speaking, royalty comes from the tribe of Judah.
That's it.
Priesthood comes from the tribe of the Levites.
All right.
And the twain didn't mix. When you go back to the book of Genesis that talks about Melchizedek, you find that in the Old Testament, he was the first and only royal priest.
That's right.
Because he was both the priest and the king of Salem.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I began to ask the question, why we can't get nothing done in church?
Come on.
Right.
Why is there no glory? Why do we walk in churches where you might as well have Ichabod written over the door? Why do we worship at cemeteries and graveyards and memorials?
My Lord.
We might as well be at a memorial. My friend Elder Robert says a memorial is erected to remember something that's past and gone.
Yeah.
And what we do every Sunday is walk into a facility to remember something that's past and gone.
My Lord.
I became convicted of it even myself, because I found myself over the past few weeks really dealing with Smith Wigglesworth. And I was thinking about all the miracles that he did. And I was like, Lord, why we can't do miracles like that? And Lord, he used to hit people in the stomach and the cancer would us out of church and run us away from God. And I was thinking back in my mind, what's up with the strong saints? Where the strong saints at? And where the saints like Smith Wigglesworth? And where the saints like Papa Mason? And where are all those saints? And God said, where are you?
All right now.
What you doing?
All right.
Where are your greater works?
All right.
Where is your power and authority?
Yes.
And I said, well, Lord, I'm a Levitical priest. And I'm walking down to the Levitical priesthood. And I'm in full-time ministry. And I live. And he said, that's the problem. Because I called you to walk after the order of Melchizedek. I said, you are a royal priesthood.
All right.
So therefore, if we walk in anything other than royalty and priesthood, we out of order.
All right.
My God.
And in being out of order, there can be no glory. Where there is order, there is glory.
Yes.
Where there is disorder, there is chaos.
Yes.
And where there is chaos, there is no glory.
Jesus.
Now, Hebrews 7, verse 11 says, and I'm reading this from the Amplified Version. Now, if perfection, a perfect fellowship between God and worship, we back on worship, had been attained by the Levitical priesthood, for under it the people were given the law, why was it further necessary that there should arise another and different kind of priest? If the Levites had it, what do we need a new priest for? One after the order of Melchizedek, rather than one appointed after the order of Aaron. Now, the Bible says that Jesus is our high priest, and he will be our priest forever. But if you go back to the beginning, when Aaron walked in the priesthood, when his garments came off of it, he died. What happens when we walk in just the Levitical priesthood and come out of our garments?
Oh, God.
What happens to us when we take off that which makes us anointed?
Right.
When we disrobe ourselves from that thing which makes us who we are.
What happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I'm not in church
See.
and I disrobe myself from the pulpit,
See.
then do I die? Does my witness die?
Jesus.
Does my ministry die?
Wow.
If I told you, just call me Jen, don't call me elder.
Come on with that.
See?
Come on with that.
If I take off my eldership,
See?
Come on.
that thing that makes me the elder, if I tear up my ordination license and I tell you I'm not an elder anymore, will I then no longer be anointed? Will I no longer have a testimony? Will I no longer have a ministry? If I do, then I'm walking out of order.
Yes, ma'am.
That is so good. Oh, that's good.
I won't be long.
Take your time.
Preach it.
Yes.
The Lord spoke to me, and I got a whole bunch of paper up here with a whole bunch of little stuff written on it. Because this is one of those, say what I say, and don't say